I was a very young, probably too young, bride. So I had these kids very early.
Kamora Lee Simmons has entered the chat. She posted this to her story: "As you sow, so shall you reap." I'm gonna guess that's towards Diddy. And if you're wondering why would I guess that? Because back in 2004, Sean Diddy Combs allegedly threatened to hit Kamora Lee Simmons, who was pregnant at the time. And to no surprise, the alleged threats are now resurfacing due to Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy. For those of you that didn't know, Kamora Lee Simmons and Kim Porter were longtime besties, and Kimora just posted this to her story: a photo of Kim Porter when she was a little girl, and just put a heart emoji. Interesting timing.
Behavior that you'll actually see from a lot of guys in the industry, from a lot of friends they all stick together. A lot of their peers, a lot of my friends have been kind of oppressed and pushed back and silenced.
It looks like Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy has opened up some can of worms about Diddy and how he treats women. Kamora Lee, who happens to be Diddy's late girlfriend Kim Porter's BFF, is out alleging there was some foul play connected to Kim Porter's death, and she's accusing Diddy of knowing more about her death. So it looks like Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy has given people a lot of courage to come out and expose Diddy for what he truly is. Even though Cassie has settled out of court, her coming out means that those who have been abused in the past by Diddy have a chance in court if they come forward. And for those who have not been following this drama, let me give you a little recap. So Cassie stunned the internet when news broke that she sued Diddy for $30 million over the abuse she suffered in their decade-long relationship. Diddy settled out of court barely 48 hours after the news broke, and media houses are reporting that the settlement fee was $100 million. So, according to the court document, Cassie revealed that Diddy introduced her to his extravagant, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle not long after she met him and signed to his label. He made her take drugs, and when she got high, he would get intimate with her. Then he would shower her with gifts later. The court documents also revealed Cassie talked about how Diddy abused her physically. She talked about how they were returning from a party that Jay-Z organized and how an argument ensued between them in the car. Diddy punched and kicked her out of the car and left her to find her way home. Cassie also revealed after Diddy beat her up, he booked a hotel room where she was going to stay until her bruises healed. Cassie also revealed how Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car because they both had a short relationship while she and Diddy broke up. She also revealed how Diddy would force her to carry his gun in her purse while he knew she was terrified and scared of guns. She revealed he did all of this to get her scared. Cassie also revealed that there was this day that she and Diddy were doing drugs and he got information that Suge Knight was close by. Diddy went in, got guns, and went in search of Suge. She revealed that the incident got her terrified for so long. Then the case of Diddy turning her into his sex slave. He pimped her to male escorts who got intimate with her while Diddy watched. The lawsuit against Diddy furthermore sheds light on Diddy's true character, as lots of people believe he is not the person he portrays himself to be on social media, because there have been lots of accusations against him in the past. When news of Cassie's lawsuit broke, it was like an eye-opener for people. Hours after the lawsuit dropped, Diddy's lawyer issued a statement and he said, "Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which is unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. However, Diddy settled the case with Cassie out of the court, and she released a statement saying, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." Diddy then also released a statement saying, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love." Even though Cassie settled out of court, Cassie's case confirmed the suspicion people had about Diddy being a different person to how he portrayed himself to be in the public. Cassie's lawsuit ignited talks about how badly he treats women, and an old interview of his side piece Jenna Hewen where she revealed Diddy abused her while they were dating.
We was upstairs and he had we were in his closet and he pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he stood over me. So I was laying on my back and he stood over me and he started like punching me like this.
Diddy also did the same to Kim Porter because there were several reports of how Diddy abused Kim. There are reports of Diddy beating her up, like this interview where Jin Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, talks about how Diddy beat up Kim so bad she had to resist him and started defending herself.
One night when they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrist up and hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital.
Putting the pieces of the puzzle together, Cassie's lawsuit and Jin's revelation meant Diddy physically abused Kim to the point that she started fighting back. And we believe this has something to do with why lots of people believe Diddy was involved in Kim's death. There were reports that Kim was writing a book at the time she passed, and before her passing, 2 laptops were stolen from her home. She was supposedly writing a book on Diddy and his dudes, which makes the entire situation shady. Jaguar Wright has also hinted at Diddy being a suspect in Kim's death when she said this last year in an interview.
It was ruled a homicide and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting and I was gonna meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know,
even though Kim has passed away, her friend Kamora Lee is speaking up for her. She is not new to dealing with creepy men, as her ex-husband was Russell Simmons, and we all know the things Russell has been accused of. According to inside sources, Kimora Lee was happy when the news of the lawsuit broke because she believes Diddy deserves to pay for his actions, and she believes Diddy knows more about Kim's death and he was heavily involved in covering up her death. The source also revealed that Kimora was disappointed in Cassie for dropping the lawsuit, but she understood it would be difficult for her to talk about the things she had gone through in front of the whole world. Kim believes even though Cassie settled out of court, another person with substantial evidence would come forward, and she shaded him on her Instagram story where she wrote, "As you sow, you shall reap." Fans supported Kimora and then left comments saying, "To everyone saying Kimora should have come out and said something, there is something called killing a story, where the reporter's editors will get a call not to report or they will be sued or whatever threat. You have a choice to get called about the good tea or be the last to know. Witnesses can be scared or bought, so if it's just you, they can make you look crazy, aka Jaguar Wright." The way a healthy young Kim passed away suddenly was so suspect. I'm glad Kimora is speaking out, even though it's dangerous for her to do so. Someone help, Diddy is guilty of everything. But I want to know what you think about this. What do you think about this particular drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.